Hi guys, DanTheWolfman here. Thought it might be an interesting video to make my Apocalypse run EDC. Apocalypse times, rioting times EDC might be a little more extreme than regular time EDCs. Now, I barely leave the house. Are still, at least mostly real, and there's bad spikes both in new cases and in deaths in the area that I live outside Atlanta. All the counties around me are still very, very bad. If you're young and healthy, that's not a big deal. I'm immunocompromised and not quite so young anymore, so I still have to take things seriously. As riots kicks off that are obviously done, coordinated, and controlled for political reasons and paid for by various people and groups. You know, when people have things like bricks waiting on them at the corner to throw and fireworks to celebrate after you burn down precincts, people need to start asking the right questions. That's probably all I can say on this platform. But barring everything that's going on, even though I'm going out in the daytime, that's probably a little extreme. But if I were going out at night, this is definitely what I would be carrying in times like now. So yeah, I'm taking my weekly trip out to go get some pizza and wipe the boxes off and take that risk and hope that, you know, was obviously inflated and done for its own reasons, but I still think is real enough that someone like me, elderly or immunocompromised, the numbers are very scary for immunocompromised people when they get it. So anyway, guys, here is the kind of extreme Apocalypse EDC. Got my modified, you can watch videos on all these items pretty much. My modified Beretta 92A1 with extended McGar goodness. McGar has put me on their Twitter page or Insta page. Nice 20 round goodness because, like I said, there's a lot of rioting going on, etc. This isn't that different from something I might carry anyway, though sometimes a lighter pistol. Carried in the very awesome AIKIDO 2.5 claw. Have separate reviews on both of those. Now, I always carry a backup magazine no matter what pistol I'm carrying. This is a McGar goodness that is more goodness than standard, even though it's the same length as the Beretta magazines, +3 or +1 depending on how you look at it. Carry this in a Remora little holster in the back pocket. I practice my reloads that way. It's a very good thing to do because of what's going on right now. I'm actually taking two. It's only a little inconvenience for my little run. You never know. So guys, I always keep two of these in the back pocket for quick medical care, because you can simply get cut or stabbed. It's good to have something to compress on a wound that's, you know, clean and or cleanish. I need to wash these soon. So actually we'll use this around my mouth when going into the store, but hey, you know, I also think it looks cool, so why not? But I always have these two. I have two of those, one in each back pocket. Speaking of other medical attention, I always carry a rat's tourniquet. Not as good as a cat's, but a rat's around the waist, warrior poet style, underneath my Hank steel core belt, which is the one I use when I'm going heavy. I've done other reviews on other belts and I have more coming in, but that's kind of the one I always go back to. I always carry a backup pistol. A backup weapon, pistol or revolver. What it is none of the government's business, so F off. I'm a legal person. I have carry permits in all kinds of states. I've been vetted more than just about anybody. Now, I always carry an EDC knife, one hand opening. I'm not even going to say what it is, but we'll get to that in later reviews. I actually ordered 3 new knives to possibly switch out to a new EDC knife, possibly carried appendix offside. I'll be bringing those reviews when they come in. I ordered those last night, so I got 3 new knives coming in. Also, TDI has been occasionally carried by me in certain security situations in similar type setup in case there's ever kind of someone going for your weapon. Some of you think this is funny, but this is good ED. Sorry about the lighting, but this is good EDC stuff to know. Anyway, so like my pretty popular McGar magazine, when it's let's get together, have a few laughs. meatball blaster with McGar magazines is the way to go. If you don't understand why someone would carry a backup weapon, maybe you should watch my video on 7 reasons to carry a backup gun. Also, new addition is this S1R Baton 2 Olight. It's got the clip, which I like, in the back pocket. The clip's good. It hasn't come out. I wasn't clipped in earlier. When it came out, it hasn't come out on me. I let this dangle from the back pocket. If you watch my review, I show you how I can quickly get that on the pole and activate in order to do it in case I'm not carrying a weapon light. I'm going out in the daytime, so I'm not carrying my weapon light setup. I do have that now as well. So I think that just about covers it, other than the t-shirt I'm going to put on top, obviously. I don't care if you think it's funny with everything going on right now. An extra magazine doesn't hurt, and I carry more than most people, and you know what, I'm comfortable with that based on the, you know, attempted robberies and multiple people pulling up in cars as has happened to me at gas stations looking to do felonies. So you know, the multiple opponent robberies that have been attempted on me and whatnot. Of course, for me to go into the store and, you know, I already paid, but whatever, and get my stuff, I'm going to wipe off the boxes before I put them in my car with gloves on. Again, immunocompromised, so I have to take more precautions than most people. And day to day, I don't know how much energy I do have to fight or to move. And some days I don't move that well. Being disabled and a carrier is another thing. You might want to watch my firearms recommendations for disabled or elderly if you fall into those categories or know someone that does. So anyway, guys, as always, please thumbs up. Please share, please subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. Look for Friday Night Fights. I debuted last night. I called 2 MMA fights from different organizations around the world with permission of those organizations to re-commentate them in English. Look for that. Hopefully you got a good laugh on my 100 Ways to Attack the Growing video. Anyway, guys, thanks, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Stay safe, everybody.